Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Message Matters. I'm Joe Steuter, Chief of Client Strategy at Intentionally, and I have something I just want to get off my chest this month. And it's something that sometimes flies in the face of what we're told to believe every day, especially when it comes to messaging. I watched a video recently online of a man and a woman, two complete strangers. The man didn't know the woman didn't know the man. They sat 3 feet apart from each other, looked each other straight into the eyes, and the woman said, "I love you," to the man. Not once, not twice. She kept saying it time after time, and you could see the man's face go from being very cold and hard to eventually softening up, and to a place by the 7th or 8th time that she said this to him, he had tears in his eyes. He was actually starting to believe what she was telling him. And these are two complete strangers, but through simple eye contact and repetition and patience, there was a true connection made. Totally wild. And it reminded me that in business, we do this all the time. And I see it especially as a marketer and working with dozens of firms across the country. We have clients who are guilty of this all the time, where they care about results and traction and leads right away. Like, we need this stuff immediately. And they all think it should just take one shot with a quick shout to their target market. And that target market needs to just respond favorably and give them buying signals and decide to commit to doing business with them. And I have to remind them, this is about patience. This is about persistence. This is about repetition. Because even in a world where we have all of this technology allowing us to be more and more efficient with marketing tactics and getting things out in minutes rather than months, it's like everything's so focused on being efficient and fast and doing more that we just get bombarded with this as consumers all day long, and we grow we're completely desensitized to it, and we forget the whole art of what it means to engage over time and build a connection. And this is something where, think about your message. What is that one thing you need to say one more time to those potential clients that you're doing business with? Maybe it's with current clients who need to hear something from you. There's one thing out there that you need to continue to say to drive home a point, a connection, because this has to settle into the memory. And then it needs to settle into the soul. And then it needs to settle into the heart. That is when people move. That is when people create change in their life. That is when they decide to do business with someone they feel a true connection with. So the next time you try to do this, think about how you're doing your marketing, how you're putting a message out in different ways, on different days, and in different formats, so that message is reinforced over time, because that prospect of yours might just get tears in their eyes, metaphorically speaking, on that 7th, 8th, 10th connection that you make with them, because they actually start to believe what you're telling them rather than thinking you're just in this for the quick win. So think about that the next time you try to craft a message, put together a marketing campaign. What is that thing you need to say one more time? And it's not just about sharing a message. Repetition means doing this in a way where your message matters.